Okay, we're just gonna do a quick little prediction video for UFC Fight Night 249, Amanda Ribas versus Mackenzie Dern 2. Um, First fight went the direction of Amanda Ribas, or that way, I guess, um, by decision. Anyways, I was gonna do a little bit of a breakdown of most of these fights along with my prediction at the end. So, without further ado, first fight we have Nurullo Aliev versus Joe Solecki. I like Joe Solecki. I think he's really good on the ground. Don't know Aliev. I think he's a new guy, young guy from Tajikistan. With that being said, he wins by decision. So I don't think he finishes Joe on the ground. I also don't think he knocks him out. So I think he just kind of lays on him and he kind of neutralizes Joe Solecki's jiu-jitsu and wins the decision. So Aliev by decision. Moving on. Fatima Klein versus Victoria Dudakova. Um, Not a fan of either of those fighters. It's probably going to be Fatima Klein by decision. I would say your safe bet would be to just take over 2.5 or by decision. Fatima Klein probably wins. Victoria Dudakova doesn't. She's like a turtle on the ground. Fatima Klein probably by decision. I wouldn't be surprised if she finished her. Gave her her first finish loss. Anyways, moving on. Bruno Lopez, really good Brazilian. I think 31, 13 and 1. That single loss came to, I believe, Brenison Ribeiro by knockout. So I'm not even gonna count that. I'm just gonna say he's 13 and 0 because he's really, really good. He's going up against Magomed Gadzhiyasulov. I'm not going against Gadzhiyasulov. His last name ends with an LOV, and he's from Dagestan, and he's undefeated. So there's a million different reasons why I'm not going against him. I say Magomed by early stoppage, probably knockout. Moving on, Ernesta Karakic versus Nicole Cagliari. Another fight that I didn't really research. Um, I'm gonna go with, I don't know. I would say age and experience, Nicole Cagliari. I'm gonna go with her by decision or over 2.5 or whatever those lines are. So Nicole Cagliari probably by decision. That's my pick. Moving on. Preston Parsons. Not a fan of him. Not sure why. I think he was a parlay buster for me. I hold grudges. If I lose a parlay, close one, and it's some bastard that shouldn't have lost, then I usually hold a grudge on the person that won. Preston's one of them. I'm glad he's fighting Jacobe Smith because this guy's a prospect and he's going to do some nasty things to Preston. Jacoby Smith by whatever he wants, and by whatever he wants, I mean by knockout. Moving on. Trey Ogden, Thiago Moises. This is my actual lock of the card. I'm going to say Thiago Moises by submission. Either probably second round, maybe even first. Probably second round. Thiago Moises by submission. That's my lock of the card. Trey Ogden, he's lost by submissions in the past, and Thiago Moises. Let's not forget how good he is on the ground. Moving on. Marco Tulio versus Ihor Potieria. Not a big Ihor Potieria fan. Not not until he not until he disrespected Mauricio Shogun. Um, but Marco Tulio is an absolute killer. I'm going to say that he decapitates Ihor by knockout, probably in the first round. Marco Tulio knockout first round. Jose Johnson versus Felipe Bunez. Johnson will weighed in, I think, 2 pounds heavy. Big whoop. Felipe Bunez, they're both pretty well rounded. They have some losses on their records, some journeymen. I'm going to go with Felipe Bunez because I like his name. Moving on. Punahale Soriano, Euros Medic. Um, both really good on the feet. It's just going to come down to who's landing more and more efficiently. I don't think. Could it end in a knockout? Yeah, somebody could get caught. Somebody could get caught. I don't think it goes. I don't think it gets to that point. I don't think nobody knocks anybody out in this fight. I think Medic might. He might get a late TKO, but I'd say Euros either by decision or late TKO. Moving on. This is a fight that I'm looking forward to. Um, Up and coming guy that I'm looking forward to watching. Former up and coming guy that was a parlay buster for me a couple of times. Not a fan of Christian. Sorry, guy. No offense. Um, he's coming off of a submission loss, I think, to Julian Rosa. Yep, Gilly. Um, Good. Anyways, Austin Bashi, young, good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, undefeated. He's like 23, I think. It's just like 23. This dude's like 23. Is my internet gonna cut out again? 23, yeah. Imagine being born in 2001. Jesus Christ. Anyways, Austin Bashi, because he's young, undefeated, good wrestler, jiu-jitsu. I don't think this goes to a decision. I think he gets him to the ground, and I think he subs him, but could go to the decision. I'm gonna say Octagon jitters and Bashi wins by decision. Wouldn't be surprised if he subbed him. Moving on. I like both of these guys. Chris Curtis versus Roman Kavalov. I mean, the obvious pick here would be Kavalov, right? But you can never count out Curtis. Yeah, he won the Brennan Allen fight. I watched that. He won the Brennan Allen fight. Um, yeah, he beat the shit out of Joaquin Butler. Yeah, the obvious pick here would be Kapilov. 13 wins, I think like 11 knockouts or 10 knockouts. Let's see. 11 knockouts. 13 wins, 11 of them being knockouts. I don't see him knocking out Chris Curtis. I actually hear me out. This is upset alert. I'm gonna take Chris Curtis. Not a young man, but I like him. He's got a lot of fight in him. I probably just ruined his career by thinking he's gonna win. I'm not putting money on him. I'm gonna stay away from this one. But for sake of the video, I'm gonna go Chris Curtis. This is my underdog of the card. Moving on, Cesar Almeida, Abdul Razak El Hassan. This is gonna be a banger. If you want to win something and you don't care if it's like pennies, then you take fight to end by KO. TKO, KO, disqualification, whatever it is. But this is going to end. Somebody's going to be snoring on the mat. And I don't think it's going to be Cesar Almeida. I think Cesar Almeida knocks out El Duo Rezak Al Hassan. He's been knocked out before by Tulio. I watched one of yeah, he got knocked out by Chaos. He got knocked out by Chaos. Yeah, so how tall is Cesar Almeida? He's 36 though. He's not young. He's not young. I watched the Kapilov fight too. It wasn't that great. Beat Ihor by decision. If he can't knock him out, he's not gonna knock out Al Hassan. Alright. Here's my final prediction. I'm gonna take Cesar Almeida by decision. Cesar Almeida by decision. Moving on, this is a co-main. Santiago Ponzinibbio, old man, versus Carlston Harris, old man. I don't know. They're both old. They're both in their late 30s. Carlston 37. Ponzinibbio, I think, is 38. I mean, who's more well-rounded? I think they're both pretty well-rounded. Ponzinibbio, I've been saying his last few fights that he should just retire. I still feel the same. I'm going to go in favor of Carlston Harris because, like I said in the beginning, usually the picks that I take are the opposite of what actually happens. So if I go with Carlston Harris, maybe my guy Ponzinibbio will get a nice farewell victory. So my final prediction for the co-main event would be Carlston Harris, probably by some type of a finish. Main event time. Matt Dern, Amanda Ribas. This can be quick. I don't see either of them subbing each other. I don't see either of them TKOing each other. I see Amanda Ribas tap dancing around the octagon. I see her tap dancing around the octagon, avoiding the takedowns of Mackenzie Dern, like stuffing all of them. Just a little pepper every once in a while. Something really long, played out, boring. Amanda Ribas decision for the second time, 2 wins. She'll go 2-0 over Mac Dern, even though I like Mac Dern. I like looking at her. Anyways, those are my predictions. So here, I'm just going to give you the picks that I'm going to put in. I'm just going to do a little bet on these. I'm going to go Nurullo Aliev decision. This is a parlay. Aliev decision. Gadzhiyasulov by finish. Jacobe Smith by finish. Thiago Moises by submission. Marco Tulio by knockout. Austin Bashi. Just Austin Bashi. Cesar Almeida. And Amanda Ribas decision. Lock them in. Lock them in. Make some money. This will be the one where I get them right. Make some money. Let's do it.